Hi everyone. This video, I'm going to walk you through your notes packet, all of it. So you need your lesson 9 packet out as you're going through this. So first is a review of some terminology about the globe. And we've done some of this before, especially when we're talking about seasons, but let's just take a minute to review. So important lines of latitude on the globe. Why is this not working? There we go. Obviously the equator, which is 0 degrees latitude. And then the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn are at 23.5 degrees away from the equator. Cancer is to the north and Capricorn's to the south. And that number 23.5 should ring a little bell in your head. Remember, that is the tilt of Earth's axis. So these lines define the area of the globe that at some point in the year, the sun is directly overhead. So anywhere north of the Tropic of Cancer or south of the Tropic of Capricorn, the sun never gets directly 90 degrees overhead. So those two lines define the extent of what we call the tropics. So the tropics is the warm band around the globe, centered on the equator. And then the next two set of lines, the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle, are the lines that delineate where at certain times of the year the sun never actually goes below the horizon. So in the summer, north of the Arctic Circle, the sun never actually sets at high summer. And in the Antarctic Circle, the sun never actually sets in their summer, which of course is in December. So those two lines define the extent of what we call the mid-latitudes. So you can see that all of the US and most of Canada, although northern Alaska sticks up there, are in the mid-latitudes, as well as the bulk of Europe, northern Africa, etc. And then the way north and the way south is what we call the Arctic in the north and the Antarctic in the south. So go ahead and make sure you have all these labels on your notes. The next three little clips here are for you to watch and make a couple observations. So the two questions are the same for these. Watch for the directionality of the storms and ask yourself, what was the source of moisture? We know that clouds need moisture to form. So watching the little clip, where did the moisture that forms these storms come from? So you can see the storms popping up here, and we have a spiral motion building there. So in your packet, answer, what direction is this all moving in general? And where do you think the moisture came from? All right. Here is a similar video. This one is Western North America, Mexico, Gulf of California, and California up here. So watch the storms for a sec. Which direction are they moving in general? And again, what was the source of moisture? All right, I've got one more for you. This one, obviously a much broader view. We can see all of the US, most of Canada. I guess Alaska gets cut off there. Mexico. So for this one, just in general, movement of storms. Which direction are they going? All right. It's kind of a cool image, isn't it? Okay. Oops. Move that out of the way. So on page 2 of your packet, you have a copy of this map, and I've got one more video for you. This one shows all of the world, and I'd like you to watch the video, and on your map, add arrows, labels, so all of your observations. So thinking about directionality, shape, that sort of thing. There it is. Okay, so this video will run for a little while. It looks about 2 minutes. I'm just going to let it run for you. You can rewind as needed. All right, if you need to watch more, feel free to rewind. The last thing to do in your packet, though, is to make sure that you've got these 2 science ideas into your notes. So go ahead and pause here and get those into your notes.